Hey, welcome back to The Past is Alive. Another episode of Turn Back the Clock Tuesday, and tonight we are continuing and concluding our 1996 Topps Finest Search for Refractors. We have a box of Series 2 here. We did the Series 1 box a few weeks back, and we had some pretty nice hits. Larry Walker Refractor probably being the best, but we saw a lot of Hall of Famers and stars come out of that box. So I'm hoping we can continue that tonight with this box of Series 2. And we have 4 different subsets in Series 2, divided up into franchises, editions, prodigies, and sterling. And we have 110 bronze, 36 silver, 22 gold cards in this series. The easiest refractor odds would be the bronze at 1 in 12 packs approximately. So let's go ahead and crack into this, see what we can get. Joe Yankee, Andon, Ripping for Ripkins, all you guys, thanks for being here. We've got 24 packs in this box. And these seem to continually rise in price. I think I paid about $100 for this box somewhere in there, and it was an auction. So I think the buy it now is on eBay or like $130, $150, somewhere in that range. But really like these. I never opened packs of these when I was younger, so a few weeks ago was really my first glance at all the different kind of subset cards they have. Very, very flashy. But I just divided up into 4 spots, and Brian Z takes spot number 1. The first 6 packs here. Let's see here. We got 4, we got 6. All right. Boom slang, what's happening? First 6 packs. Let's see what we got on the back. Bronze, silver, gold versions. Approximate odds. Silver 1 in 4, gold 1 in 24, bronze refractor 1 in 12, silver 1 in 48. Gold are the ones to go after. 1 in 288. So that's what we're playing with tonight. Let's go ahead and see what we can find. And there's our buddy Andon. It says Passes Alive is the best YouTube intro in the business. Someone else helped me convince John to start a Passes Alive podcast, talking toys and cards. Jonathan, thanks a lot, man. That's very, very kind of you to say that. I appreciate it. Yeah, Jonathan and I were talking about maybe starting a podcast. Well, not him, but he was trying to convince me to start a podcast regarding baseball cards and toys. I don't really know the first thing about podcasts, but I mean, that's definitely pretty intriguing. I appreciate all your support, man. It's very, very cool of you. First pack, we have a silver card. Let's see what we got. We have Paul Wilson on top here, part of Generation K. I was all about them, but who wasn't all about in the beginning? Prodigies are bronze here. Tony Clark, Jimmy Haynes, and it looks like Dave Hollins, who made quite a name for himself in 1990, and of course I was stoked on him. Ray Langford, our silver card in the very first pack. Gary Sheffield, who I think will get in the Hall of Fame at some point. Nice finest sterling. These are pretty good looking cards. I like these. Very first pack. Junk Wax Sal. Don't forget to save. Thank you guys for being here. First pack down for Brian Z. Nice Sheffield. His cards never really had too much value to him, and now is the time to buy his rookies in PSA 10 if that's your thing. I remember seeing those go for like $20 or less probably about a year or 2 ago. Now they are starting to surge up because I think a lot of other people also think that he has a good shot at the Hall at some point. Ron Gant leading off here in the bronze sterling. Marty Cordova, another big name from the mid-90s. Junk Wax Jake says Sheff and Schilling are about to go up. They definitely are, man. Alvin Norman, that's not a name I recognize at all. Prodigies. Mark Grudzalonic, another guy I never really cared for too much. And Mike Blowers. Not really too great of a pack there in the second one. Brittany's here. What's going on? 4 packs left. Mike Hall says, how to get in on draws. I post them on Patreon. Usually every weekend. Post them on there just because it's easier to keep it all tight-knit. So I do that every weekend. These packs are kind of tough to open. Kenneth Anderson, what's up, man? I don't know what it is about these. I just feel like they could be real corner dingers here. Mark Wagner, thanks, man. I appreciate that. So we got 6 cards per pack. And Roberto Alomar, our first actual Hall of Famer here, shows up. Finest sterling. Raul Mondesi, wouldn't be a 90s break without him. Paul Ellis is worse than the score trash bag packs. They're definitely up there, man. Raul Mondesi, one of Corey's personal favorites. Steve Gibraltar. A lot of kind of like 90s bums in here. Dan Halty in Series 2 at least. Marvin Bernard, but there's also like Griffey, Chipper Jones, Kyle Ripken. So hopefully we get to some of those guys. Andy Bennis And Marvin Bernard, of course. Prodigies, and there's the Finest Editions cards. Corey. Joe's Card Crawl, what's happening? Todd R says Raul was National League Rookie of the Year. I was stoked on Raul Mondesi. I don't think he really lived up to his full potential. And third pack in, Jose Canseco leading off here. It's a nice one. Justin Thompson. Rick Hunter. Ugeth Urbina. Todd Hollinsworth. And Julio Franco, Finest Editions. Definitely nice looking cards, though. The thing unfortunate about a lot of these like mid-90s cards and whatnot that they didn't produce a whole lot of, they're pretty expensive to get your hands on boxes of these now, like for what the payoff is. But earlier today, I was fixated on buying a box of 97 EX 2000. I tried to win the auction, but it went for like $200, and I thought that was pretty expensive for that one box, but they're pretty rare. Very, very hard to track down. Ivan Rodriguez leading off here. Matt Lawton, Matt Williams, franchises, Raul Mondesi, and our silver card here is Russ Davis Editions, and there is the most stylish checklist I've ever seen. I would have been probably wouldn't have been that bummed out about that one when I was younger. And the final pack here. Junk Wax Jake says, I found some Optic today. Didn't pull squat. Yeah, I can't find Optic anywhere, man. That's what I was saying in the last video. Is I'm kind of regretting getting back into buying newer cards because I can't find them anywhere. It sucks. Paul Molitor. I was definitely stoked on this one as a kid. That was probably one of the last cards I bought before I stopped collecting. Dave Hollins again. Terrell Wade. Frank Thomas. That is a nice one, though. I want to say I had this one as a kid, too. Finest Franchises Thomas. Been sweet to get that in the refractor. Felipe Crespo, and the final card in this stack, Al Leiter. Definitely a nice Frank Thomas, Molitor, and Alomar and Sheffield. Probably the best ones in that stack. Skylar White, what's happening? Yeah, I don't think a lot of people really did see these cards. There's one reason why I'm stoked to go back and do them. Stack 2, we have Chris A., who usually has pretty good luck. The next 6. Todd R says, John, newer cards are like crack. You can't get enough. Yeah, I know. That's what's unfortunate. I want to go out and buy, Topps Chrome. I just want to buy one blaster box of Topps Chrome. I can't even find them anywhere. Try my luck at pulling some of these rookies before they are all, crazy prices. Let's start off here. Chris A., good luck to you, man. And then Thursday, we are doing the 11-box break of 91 score. So free up your schedules for that because 7 p.m. comes around. We're cracking 11 boxes of Series 2 from 91. Jay Buhner leading off. So hopefully you guys will join me for that. Excruciating break looking for the Mickey Mantle auto. That'd be pretty freaking awesome to pull that. Tony Gwynn, nice hit there. Ripping for Ripkins, 11 boxes will be epic. It will be epic and very tedious and long. Nice Tony Gwynn. The first pack, Jason Schmidt and Eric Davis, Finest Editions. That's pretty sweet. Criterion Racer, thank you. I appreciate that, Lee. Always good to have you here, man. First pack down. Let's wish Chris A. some luck here. We have a silver card in here. TJ Matthews, not really a guy I remember too well. Marty Cordova again. BJ Surhoff. Tim Raines. Finest Editions. Kenny Lofton, I always liked him. And our silver... Come on. You got to be kidding me, man. Our silver is Bernard Gilkey. Wouldn't you know it? Bernard Gilkey, for some of you guys that aren't familiar, why I'm laughing, Bernard Gilkey is a bad omen on this channel, and we can't really ever seem to avoid him. And now we have the silver Bernard Gilkey for Chris A. Yeah, it never ends. So I'm not sure how many more weeks I'll do Turn Back the Clock Tuesday if I will keep it going. I may switch it up to like once a month, twice a month. Might try to do like, I don't know, more breaks in search of like these crazy autos. There's Ann with $2 super chats. I figured you'd get a kick out of that, man. I hope that you, or no, I don't think you still have that Bernard Gilkey jersey anymore, huh? I think you sent that to Eric, didn't you? Edgar Martinez leading off. And Jason Schmidt, Roger Cedeno. I was like real stoked on him back in like 94. And Barry Bonds is a nice one. Franchises, Royce Clayton. And the final card, Ken Hill. Every time I hear Ken Hill's name or see him, I think of the 1989 Don Russ card of his in a local antique mall that has a $30 price tag on it. And every time I go there, I see it, I scratch my head. And why is that $30? I actually saw it again over the weekend. I went there. Joe's Card Crosses, did you see the Gilkey rated rookie I pulled in my latest episode? I did see that, man. I watched that video like right as soon as you posted it. Yep. Definitely cannot escape him, man. I think he has followed you onto your channel. Check out Joe's Card Corral, JCC. We got to get you over here again pretty soon, man, and play some old video games. And I don't know. Color me crazy, but I'm thinking about getting another Yak Pack case. Does that mean that there's something wrong with me? David Justice, Finest Sterling leading off. Ray Ordonez, I was super pumped on him back in like 96. And I had this card, and I think at the time it was like probably worth like $5, and I probably had it in a freaking screw down case. Albert Bell, Bob Tewksbury, and Bip Roberts, Finest Editions. Dave Justice, and we have a Yankee here. It's going to be... What? Andy Fox. It's a name I don't really remember at all. I thought it was going to be Paul O'Neill or somebody at first, but Andy Fox, Finest Prodigies. FTC Family Cards. Who? Andy Fox. Yeah, that's probably one that a lot of us were scratching our heads on. Come on, give us a good, a nice, no sign of any refractors yet. Our last box, I think we got 3 of them. Todd R says you should do a Turn Back the Clock episode with Chris Sabo. Yeah, I've been talking about that for a while. Paul says Andy Fox was absolutely awful. Did I ever play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater? Yeah, I definitely grew up playing those games. I saw that they remastered and they're coming out pretty soon. Francisco Cordova leading off. Charlie Hayes. Couple buckos there. Bob Walcott. Sheffield again. Google says Fox is a coach now. That's interesting. Otis Nixon and Jack McDowell in that pack. Barry Bonds probably being our best hit in this one. And still no sign of any refractors, even though they're generally like, I don't know, 2 per box or something like that. And Randy Myers in the back of that pack. That was going to be Rifkin for a second. Our refractor is in this pack. Chris A. Fingers crossed. I don't have that Chris Sabo coin on me. I was going to say, we're going to rub that for good luck. Do I have it somewhere? I don't know. I can't find anything in here. It's just nonstop junk. Everywhere. Eric Owens leading off. Will Clark. Nice one there. Franchises. Tina Martinez. Randy Myers. Edmonds. And our refractor is going to be TJ Matthews. Prodigy's refractor. I don't know if you'd be that stoked on that one or not, Chris A. Maybe there's a TJ Matthews fan club out there, or fan base. I'm not really sure, but could have been a little bit of a better player. But still nice to see refractor regardless. That's his second stack down. Move on to Scott I. He actually has the rest of the box. So, Scott I, good luck to you, man. Too bad it wasn't an Al Padrique refractor. Yeah, I wonder if that is such a thing. I wonder if an Al Padrique refractor exists out there in some sort of set, like a top set or something. Sean says TJ Matthews, I bet he doesn't even collect his own cards. There's Scott, and he's in here now. Fingers crossed. Let's pull you some fire, man. You got the rest of the box. Kenny Rogers on the back. Mark McGuire on top. I had this one as a kid, too. I PC'd McGuire for a little bit before I stopped collecting in the 90s, and definitely had that one, and it was probably like one of the highlights of my collection. Shout out to Jay Hadley if he's in here. The ultimate Big Mac collector. There's Andy again. Says, tell insurance you have millions of vintage cards. Yeah, I definitely need to take out insurance or something like that. Get some insurance for my toys and cards. I've been thinking about that lately. Harold Baines. And then hopefully you decide to start your channel again here pretty soon. Felipe Crespo, Sean Dunston, Mike Stanley, and Kenny Rogers, the player, not the singer. I think he actually passed away recently, didn't he? I think so. Pretty sure. Yeah, definitely wouldn't be a bad idea to get some insurance. Sosa leading off. I feel like the best cards are always on top in this box, it seems like. Harold Baines again. Matt Lawton. David Wells. Lance Johnson. And Paul Sorrento Ends that pack out. So you should have at least one refractor in here, maybe two, Scott. So for a nice, I mean, Jeter has a silver card in here. I think Griffey has, I don't know, a couple different parallels. Galarraga leading off. Felipe Crespo, you are officially on the bad omen list. Paul L., please chalk him up. BJ Surhoff, Dave Hollins is on thin ice. Mark Grace, that's a nice one. And Gary Carter, or not Gary Carter, Gary Gaetti. Finest editions. Paul's right. Throw him on there, Paul. Felipe Crespo. I don't think I've ever seen his cards before until tonight. Silver card on the back. Rafael Palmeiro leading off. Greg Gagne. And I'm trying to get caught on this chat here. Yeah, I was pumped on Dave Hollins in 1990. His 1990 Topps Credit card was like all the craze back then. Jason Schmidt. Harold Baines again. What is going on with that? Jeff Bagwell. And our silver card, Russ Davis. Russ Davis silver. I like those silver cards, but it'd be nice to get, I don't know, a nice Hall of Famer. Moises Alou, I don't think that's too much to ask. Rich Aurelia. Chad Matola, Prodigy silver. Royce Clayton, Mike Blowers, Juan Gonzalez. That's a nice looking card of him. And Moises Alou ends that pack out. We still have 7 packs left, so. Sexton Knife Works. Edgar Renteria. Prodigies, Tony Phillips. Tewksbury. Nice Wade Boggs at the end of the pack here, gave away. Biggio and Boggs, 2 Hall of Famers. And that pack out. Finest Sterling. Doyle Alexander cards equal gold. Yeah, I was a big Juan Gonzalez fan, too. I definitely had a pretty decent collection of him at one point in a binder. Very long time ago. These pack wrappers are freaking terrible. Ruben Rivera. The man who stole Jeter's glove. Robin Ventura. Otis Nixon. Julio Franco. Ray Lankford. And 2 Robin Venturas in 1 pack. Jeez. Correlation on these, not so great. Finest were always more expensive, though, especially the 93 Finest. They only put out like 4,000 cases of those or something like that, and that's why they're like $800 a box now. It's insane. Okay, we have a refractor in this pack. Save that for last. Tina Martinez, Matt Williams, Ron Gant. You could crush him there for a while. Jeff Conine, Justin Thompson. Moment of truth. Why are they always upside down? It's terrible. Just gives it away. There's no fun in that. I'll probably just give it away. Let's see what we got here. It's a Cubby. Brooks Kijnik or Kijnik. I always forget how to pronounce his name. I always called him Brooks Kijnik back then. But I never really cared for him, so I never learned how to properly pronounce his name, I don't think. But that would have been a big hit in the 90s. 4 packs left. Brooks was not a prodigy, Paul says. Everyone. All right, looks like we have another. No, actually, we have a gold card in here. Terry Adams, Mike Piazza. There's a nice name. That's a nice name I can get used to seeing 30 times in one box. Mike Piazza. Mark Clark. Another name I don't remember. Mark Clark, Joe Girardi, Barry Larkin, and a gold card of George Arias. Finest prodigies. Matt Farino's in here. Matt's actually selling his whole collection. We were talking about that on Instagram earlier. I don't know how we can really get a hold of you, but definitely plug that if you want there, Matt. TX Brex says, who are these people since they were just handing them out? Can I get my name on a refractor? Yeah, that's pretty. Who the hell is George Arias? I don't know if he was around too long. 3 packs left. Let's see a Jeter, a Griffey, something. Todd says, if I told you, or I told you, John, I opened a box of 91 per deck a few days ago and pulled the Michael Jordan short print. Yeah, that's pretty sick. That's always a cool one to pull, man. Move on. I don't know if I saw a silver refractor in here or not. Henry Rodriguez. Todd Zeal. Ben McDonald, Mo Vaughn, and Jose Canseco. Not bad. Not too bad of a pack there. The last couple of dudes. Mo Vaughn and Canseco. 2 packs left. Let's get to see a freaking Griffey or something. Come on, man. The blessing from the junk wax gods here. Carlos Baerga, Ruben Rivera, Prodigies, Marvin Bernard. Kyle Ripken is a nice name. That's definitely a nice one. I don't know if you have that one or not, Corey. Maybe you and Scott could work a trade out. Nice Ripken. Tony Phillips and Cecil Fielder. Todd Zeal definitely was a prodigy, like 1990. And the final pack of the night before we rip into 1990 Fleer. A case of it. Nah, I'm just kidding. Or am I? Final pack. Heathcliff Slocum on the back. We do have a silver card in here. Let it be a nice name. Todd Hollinsworth. Kevin Brown. First time seeing that card. Charlie Hayes. Heathcliff. Puckett is a nice one. Like that card. Of course, it's upside down. Wally Joyner. Definitely a nicer name than some of the other silvers and refractors we found in that box. Wally Joyner, silver, Puckett. Not too bad of a stack there at all. Definitely did better, I think, in the first box, Series 1 Finest, than we did tonight. But you can't win them all, so I appreciate you guys for being here. That is it for 96 Finest. Like I said, I think these boxes are too expensive at like $150. I think they're way too expensive, but that's obviously the point of buying into the breaks. You can get a shot at the better cards for a cheaper value. But 96 Finest, if you want to check them out and get yourself a box, I think Series 1 might be a little bit better. But I'm not real sure what we'll do next week, but Thursday we are going to be opening up 11 boxes of 91 score. So hopefully you will join me for that. That will be an absolute thrill ride through 11 boxes of those, 36 packs per box, looking for the Mickey Mantle autograph, limited to 2,500. So hopefully see you guys then. Trying to start probably at 7 p.m. and who knows how long it will go for. So that is it for tonight. Appreciate you guys watching and hanging out. I will hopefully see you all on Thursday. Have a good night, you guys.